guess I'm watching Stompy. Sorry guys, I just had to reset my stream.
This is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play. Somebody, wait a minute. Oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. I'm seeing double, and what is... I don't know what's going on here. What is going on here? Oh no! Which one's the real Lester? This is the real Lester in the corner, of course. So there's a fizzy beaver, there's a fizzy elephant with a bunch of chickens, and then Polly is the only one with any sense of normality this morning. This is my building crew that I have helping me today. At least it will be an entertaining build today. Right then, let's go inside and let's go and have a very tasty cake. Nom 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 nom. I was correct, it was very tasty. Barnaby, you can stand up and you can join me. And I'm going to begin things off by, of course, going down to my love garden. And then we're going to be going back to the fun land. I don't know if you saw the last episode, but we started building a mini game which is all about trying to blow up your other team's base with a whole load of TNT. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done today, and then we can start blowing some things up. But first in the love garden, I want to add Dylan. And the reason I'm adding Dylan is because he made a really, really cute tiny snow Stampy cat. And you can see it down here. You can see that they used a bunch of sticks just to kind of make all of the whiskers and stuff and my arms, and I think it's so cute, this little tiny snow cat. So thank you so much for doing that, Dylan, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, let's go and drop Barnaby off over. Actually, no, Barnaby, you can join me today. Let's keep Barnaby with me. He can come and join us. We can use the teleporter to get straight back to where we were building. If you remember in the last episode, we got a decent amount of it done, but none of it really kind of properly works yet. I was only able to kind of just explain the way it will end up working. I'm hoping, even though I know pretty much 100% we won't get it completely finished, I'm hoping to get at least enough done so we can have ourselves a little bit of a test to go. So right then, let's go inside of the teleporter button number 1 today, and in no time at all, I am going to be over at the Funland. Okay, I think we're here at the Funland now, so let's go and open the door and let's go. Oh, let's go through the floor. Let's go over here to the area where we were building. You can kind of see the back of it there. I haven't really done much else since the last episode. I kind of tidied things up a little bit and did a whole load of digging with the help of William Beaver. We basically dug out this entire enormous area underneath here, which is going to be the standard redstone dungeon, which is going to be underneath the minigame. We will be going back out here later on, but first, there's 1 or 2 things that we need to do on the top here. So yeah, as you can see, this is basically where we kind of left things in the last episode. So I think the first thing I want to do is to do like the blast area. So there's going to be like a big pit down here of obsidian, of course, because this is exactly where the TNT is going to be falling down. And basically it's going to count how many blocks of TNT has fallen by just having a stack of stone. And so every time one falls, it's going to break away 1 bit of stone. And eventually it's going to break away a lever, which is going to set off some redstone and kind of get it all working. And hi guys, I don't know where my helpers have got to. So right then, all I need to do is make sure this is lined up exactly underneath, and that looks like it is, and then go down here, and I believe I need to do the first bit of obsidian needs to be, I think, 1 block. Oh, excuse me, Fizzy, Fizzy, please move out of the way. Okay, there we go. So the first block of obsidian needs to be here, I think. I really do want to get this right, because otherwise it's going to be really annoying. And then this lever will be here, and this will be already switched on. So basically there's going to be a trail of redstone, which is going to be going out from underneath here, which is lit up. So when that gets blown up, that is going to be the thing setting off the redstone to kind of mark that player's won, and the way it's going to be doing is basically doing like a piston. So helpers, do you want to go over to this side here, and basically just copy what I'm doing on that side over there, just so then, you know, I kind of have to build one-sided. It turned into a game of spontaneous sleep then. Oh, this would be such a good arena for spontaneous sleep. So yeah, basically what we need to do now is just kind of build in and out. So this is kind of like a bit of a safety pit. Basically because there's going to be all of these explosions happening. This is just a safe way to hopefully make sure that the explosions don't blow up anything or anyone else. So we're just kind of do it down here. So then that way it's going to be away from mainly the rest of the redstone, because that's the thing that would make me cry most. almost if that ended up getting blown up. Like, if it blows up a wall, okay, fine. We have to build up the wall again. It's not ideal, but we can live with it. But if it blows up all of the redstone and I have to do redstone again after having already just done them, then that's not a good day for me. That is that is not going to be a happy Stampy after needing to do that. But yeah, this should hopefully keep things safety. So I did do my... I did do like a bit of a test of the explosions when I was kind of designing it, and you can kind of see some of that in my behind the scenes videos. So it should, in theory, be completely safe, but we're going to have to find out in reality how that's going to be. Basically, none of us are going to stand anywhere near it when the explosions start happening. But yeah, this is the way the pit is going to be all the way around on the outside here. And then basically above where the lever is, there's just going to be a few blocks of stone. It doesn't have to be cobblestone. It could be like other things as well, but it has to be something with an equal blast radius, because if it was like dirt or wool or something, it would end up just blowing them all up at the same time. So basically every bit of TNT only breaks away a single block until eventually goes and breaks away the lever, which would be down at the bottom there. And then around the outside of this area here, we're basically going to build it up in the right color. So of course this is the yellow side over here. All of this floor and stuff over here is going to end up being yellow, but I don't need to worry about doing that too much. Now, actually, helpers, if one of you wants to kind of just build, like, yellow around the outside, so basically we just need to go 2 blocks all the way around the outside of the area like this, and then we can do a wall around the outside like that. So I guess what I could do is I could do the wall around the outside, and then, Barnaby, you're going to have to move. I would move quickly. This is turning into another game of spontaneous spleen, but it's not fair because Barnaby doesn't have a shovel. But yeah, then this wall is going to go all the way around the outside here like that. And so yeah, while my helpers are kind of doing all of the decorations and filling all of that in, I guess I better go and start doing some of the redstone. So of course, the most important thing is that when you press these buttons, that is going to be lifting up these levers here, which is going to be the thing kind of making the water change the direction that it's going. So on this side, if you press the button, you want to be lifting up the one on this side, because that's going to be sending the water over in that direction there. So it's not going to be that difficult, this redstone. So basically, I just need to do a trail of redstone torches, which is going to end up kind of going down here underneath the ground, and then that just needs to link up with that button there. So I think let's do those trail of redstone torches going down, but then I think linking it up from the button side is going to be the easier way to do it, rather than trying to link it up from this side, because otherwise it's very easy to get confused with like where the torches need to go and stuff. Well, it's very easy for me to get confused as to where all of the torches go and stuff. And even though I have kind of designed the way this redstone's going to work and kind of done it before, like, I'm not going to try and do it exactly the same, just because there's so much redstone, and none of the redstone is difficult, and I know I say that every single time, but it's more just like, it's more just quite a lot to fit in quite a tight area, and it is fine to fit it all in, but like it's going to be very difficult for me to like do it the exact same way that I did it before when I first designed it. So we're just going to go and kind of make things up as we go along, which means, yeah, expect for me to maybe not get it 100% perfect immediately. Not immediately, eventually, but hopefully. Hopefully eventually, but maybe not immediately. Oh, that sounds like a good saying. That sounds like a proper good saying, doesn't it? Right then, so this is where the button is going to be pressed. So basically, we need to do redstone directly underneath here like this, and then there's kind of a wall behind it here, which basically is very convenient because that allows us to not have the redstone broken off, and means that we can hide it very nicely. So there needs to be redstone on that block there. Did I place it? There we go. Yep. And then this just essentially needs to go and loop around and link up over there with that bit. So let's loop it around. Let's go around this way, because otherwise I don't want it to end up kind of getting mixed up with all of the other redstone that we have going around down there. So this needs to loop around this way, and let's see kind of which torch it ends up getting linked up best with. I guess if we get rid of that bottom one, let's just pretend that one's not there, and then link it up with this one here. And then what we need to do is we need to see whether the piston is at the moment staying extended or kind of not being extended. And we might need to end up switching it around the other way, depending on which way round it is at the moment. But first, let's go and place this redstone along here. I think I'm placing it. I can't see, but I believe I did place redstone along there. Okay, I at least place some of it. I also don't know how far this redstone's going to reach. Actually, could whoever's nearest the little yellow room, could they go inside for a second? And when I say press the button, so there's like at the bottom of the ladder in the yellow room, could someone go inside of there and can just kind of keep pressing the button for a moment? And let me see how far this redstone trail goes. Is someone in there? Is someone press? Oh, there we go. Okay. And aha, it reaches here. So I need to place a repeater down here. Thank you, whoever that was. I appreciate it. You did a good job. Right. So yeah, this redstone is reaching far enough. So this is basically going to be kind of turning, lifting up and down the block, which would be changing the water. And oh, it looks like this is perfect actually, because that piston is currently not extended, which means if I go and press, nearly fell straight down that pit then. That would have been so embarrassing. So if I press this button, and then it should... There we go! It makes the piston extend. And it's really fast as well. There's hardly any delay whatsoever, which is important, because this is a game which is all about timing. So if there was like a really big delay, then that would be bad. So of course there's a slight delay. It's just the delay for like the time it takes for the redstone to travel. But overall, that is still pretty fast. So that's not going to be the only thing that the button does. So remember, that's going to be the thing that makes the bombs basically go to the other person's side. But it's going to also give that person an arrow, which they might be able, if they're a very good shot, might be able to use to shoot the TNT to basically stop it from blowing up their side. So what I also need to do down here in the floor is put a dropper which is going to be facing up, and then this is going to be followed of both arrows as well as just some other item. It doesn't really matter what the item is. I think I'm going to do it as carrots, just because carrots are quite... I don't know, carrots are just quite a funny thing in Minecraft. I don't know why carrots are funny, but carrots are kind of funny, and it's just like a weird random thing to have thrown up. So sometimes you're going to get like a really, really useful arrow, and sometimes you're going to get a carrot, which is, you know, not the end of the world. Carrots are better than nothing, I guess. So, tell you what, let me go and grab some arrows and grab some carrots. So I think I'm going to do it so there's going to be an equal amount of carrots and an equal amount of arrows. The reason for that is because if every single time you were able to get an arrow, I think you might just end up with too many arrows, and it might be kind of too effective. So I think this is just a good way to balance it. It also just adds a bit of luck, and sometimes adding a bit of luck can be quite fun. So let's just throw one egg in there as well, just for fun, seeing as I have that. So yeah, this is going to be covered up, so you won't be able to grab anything from it. It's just going to be down there. So all I need to do now is link up the trail of redstone, which I already did. That was going to the piston. That just also needs to be linked to this to this drop here. And whoa! No, it's okay, Fizzy. It's okay. I'll do the redstone. Please don't help with the redstone, because otherwise I'm going to end up getting confused. It's okay, Fizzy. Thank you for trying to help, but I'm just going to really just end up getting confused here, because like I kind of just need to kind of make it up as I go along, and then if I'm not like 100% keeping track of everything, then there's no way I am not going to end up getting confused with all of this. So please don't build anything down here. You go over there, Fizzy, and build something. Please don't build anything down here, because even just seeing just other blocks here is already confusing me. So let me just go and break away all of this. I know you were trying to help, Fizzy. I know you were, but honestly, I would just end up getting confused, because what I think I might just focus on is trying to get one of the sides just 100% working to show you how that works, because there's still a few other things that I need to end up doing. And then once that works, we'll see whether I do have the time to go and get anything else working. So basically we need to do the same thing here that we did with the big trail. Of course, this one is instead going to be setting off the dropper. So as I place down this torch, it will fire something out, but basically I can do it so that every time the redstone trail gets sent to it, it will just basically turn off the torch, and then the torch will turn back on. So it's basically the same as if you were just kind of turning the torch on anyway. So then this just needs to be linked up with a trail of redstone, which is going to go down to here, and I guess I can pretty much just go in one big long straight line to... Oh, look at this! And this links up perfectly! I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to fit in this nicely, but this fits in really well. The thing is, though, it's always easier building it... Oh, no. Oh, this doesn't work because it needs to be facing into the redstone torch. But yeah, it's always easier to be doing it the first time, because, like, this side, I can just kind of do it however I want, but the other side, I need to make sure it doesn't, like, link up with any of this redstone here, because that's when, like, the trouble's going to end up being. Like, if it all ends up getting linked up and kind of one thing, like, messes up the other thing, that's when just stuff's going going to end up getting really, really confusing and getting really, really messy. So yeah, basically, the redstone was going next to it, but it wasn't actually facing into the torch. So I kind of just had to loop it around there a little bit. And I'm also going to have to add another repeater in somewhere. So I guess maybe one here should be enough to make it reach. And then before I do anything else, let me just go and test that. So yeah, helpers, please don't be in the redstone dungeon. This is for redstone, because I am going to have to end up building over there. So yeah, let's see how things are going with the building on the top. I think they've just got it done they've just got it done really super duper fast, which is amazing, which is really, really cool. So I will need more help in a little bit, but let me go and get the redstone done first. So first things first, let's just make sure I pick up anything that may have been fired out. Okay, so there's nothing in there. So hopefully, when I press the button now, the piston is still going to be extended. Okay, it was, and that should hopefully have fired something out of the floor here. Okay, I think it did. I think Polly picked it up, but yeah, I think it fired an arrow out of the floor. So that would have been a good one. That would have been a good thing to have got if you were on the orange team, because it could have been a carrot. Unless you're William Beaver, because he might have preferred the carrot. So yeah, that is all of the actions that the button is going to need to do. But what we haven't set up is what's going to end up happening when someone ends up actually winning the game. So straight down the middle of this area here, there's going to be basically like a little corridor, and then there's going to be some pistons on either side of the area around
but it is
there,
Xbox
and then
version.
they're going to be extending with different colored bits of wall to basically show who ended up winning the game. So I need to make sure I don't get too close to the rest of the builds over there. So let's kind of do it so they get revealed here, which means the block will be there. Then yeah, the pistons need to be here. So let me just kind of, okay, yeah, let me build up behind this area here. I don't want to do them right on the bottom blocks, because I want that no matter what, you'll be able to walk through the area. But basically I'm going to have a piston there and a piston there. And then on this side, there's going to be the orange wall. So basically here, there's going to be a gap where you're not going to be able to see anything. Then whichever team ends up winning, you're just going to see their color come out. And the good thing about doing it this way is it doesn't matter if, like, even if both teams end up winning, because the blocks will already be pushed out and be blocking the area, it's going to be a good way to see who, like, got there first. Like, it doesn't matter if you're watching it, because say if these pistons get extended, then that's going to block these ones from being extended. So it's like a really accurate way to see exactly who was able to win first, you know, rather than just who won at the time that you were watching. So all we need to do is do another trail of these redstone torches. I can do one starting from there and then one starting from here. You could try and do it with more pistons. It's kind of nice just doing it with two, because you only need one torch to light both of the pistons. It's quite an easy way to do it. And anytime I can take the easy road, I have absolutely no shame in taking the easy road and doing that there. So right then, what I need to do here, and this is where you're starting to see the first problems that can come about when you're building so much stuff close together, is sometimes you can end up building right next to other redstone that you've placed. Sometimes you get lucky, and it all just kind of ends up being fine and ends up not linking up. But usually it ends up kind of being a case where you need to kind of move things around a bit. Generally not too much though. So this is going to be the case if the orange team has won, which means it needs to be this trail of redstone linking up. So basically, if that lever gets blown up, then I want it to extend out the pistons to say that the orange team has won. So what I might do, seeing as this trail of redstone's kind of getting in a little bit of the way, I might just loop this slightly around to the side here, just so it's basically just going a little bit further away from the rest of the stuff over there. Don't really need to change anything, just kind of make it go a little bit out of the way there, just so it's not going to end up being linked up with those torches and kind of ending up messing that over there. So let me just go and palm my way onto the top here, and we can go and start filling all of this redstone in. We need to add down the repeater as well, just to make sure it reaches. So this should all still be working the way it was before. We will of course test it just to make doubly sure. So are the pistons extended? Okay, oh, this is good. The pistons are not extended yet. And actually, no, this isn't good, because when this trail of redstone links up with it, basically it's going to make those pistons extend, which isn't what we...
I put it in my comments.
In case that when this gets switched off, they turn on. So what we could do is just basically invert this signal. So if I just dig a little pit down here and then do the redstone going down there and then do it leading to this torch, it's basically switching around the signal. So now, as you can see, the pistons are all pulled back. But then if I break away this bit of redstone down here, you'll see they all get pushed out. And then that would basically be saying that the orange team has won. I can't really see. There we go. You can see that they are pushed out. I was correct. Something that I want to be careful of, though, is sometimes the explosions can be pretty big. So when you have the obsidian where it's just kind of touching on the very corner of the obsidian, sometimes it can still kind of blow up through like the edges of the block. So I don't know how much obsidian I do need to actually add down here, but I would definitely rather be safe than sorry, because we are in a little bit going to be dropping a bunch of TNT down here, and I don't think it would like destroy everything, but if it ends up breaking away some of my redstone, and then I don't know what's gone wrong, but something's not working, then that is not going to be a very fun time. So let's just go and add a bunch more obsidian all the way around the outside here, and that should keep all of the explosions kind of safely inside of the obsidian pit, and hopefully not breaking anything away. And oh no! In the last episode I had the exact right amount of obsidian. This one I was just one off, but it's okay. I can just go and put some cobblestone down there instead. So yeah, basically we'll then need to do the same with the other side. So underneath here,
I'll play both.
Down there. Yeah, okay, looks like the lever's not there yet.
Depends on what
go and add that
mood
down
I'm
in
in
a second.
for.
You'd have to be like adding in the lever every time you do the game. That's kind of the one big thing that you would need to do to reset the game every time, because it literally gets blown up. All of the stone and then the lever itself you'll need to go and add down again, because it's getting literally destroyed. Okay, I did this in the wrong place. It looks like this trail of redstone torches needs to be going down here. I need to go and make a few more redstone torches just so I can do the trail going down, and this basically needs to be linked up in the same way that I did with the other side, but basically just the opposite, because it needs to link up with the other trail, and hopefully I'm not going to be going straight down into another bunch of redstone. I probably am, to be fair. Okay, I'm close to redstone. I think I might just be about avoiding it. I think I might just go really close to it, but not actually be touching it, which would be perfect, because then that way I don't need to end up moving around it all again. So let's go down to here. That's where the torch is on the floor, the same as on the other side. And it looks like, yeah, this isn't going to be lighting up any of that redstone. So is it definitely not going to be lighting it up? Yep, this is all good. So basically I don't need to worry about changing any of that, and I can just do one more trail of redstone going
minutes, I'm gonna go shower.
Like this.
I will
of course, at the moment it's
on.
not lit up, but eventually it will be. I also need to do the thing where I invert the signal, just because I've done it the same as the other side there. I know I'm 100% going to need to do it on this side here, and that should be this side working as well. I just heard a bunch of pistons going, which is a
how do you do Twitch?
Good sign. So let's go to the top here, and let's go and throw the lever down here like this, and then make sure it's switched on. So that should pull both of them back. So there we go. Both of these are now completely pulled back, which means if I then go and like build like an area on the front here. So say if I build up there, oh no, wrong side. I'm used to building on the yellow side the whole time. It's weird building on the orange side. So if I build up here like that, and then on this side the same, and then do the same on the other side. Basically,
can I do it
like a corridor
from here?
down the middle, but then when one team wins, those blocks are going to be pushed out, so they're going to be the
Did I download an app?
see above that area there. So let's go and build up the yellow on this side as well here, and then help us. You can fill in the floor in this area here. Also, we can start building up some of the.
I'll figure it out. Because I use Y2 Gaming.
What? I didn't even start. I'm saying,
I'm gonna download this.